Hi guys, I'm Heather, this is Kyle, and we are with the Hammers Homestead. We decided to go ahead and start a YouTube channel to document our progress and our projects here on the homestead. I feel like we've already done so much and we have so many more projects for the future that we'd love to share. We love following along other accounts that do land management and farm projects and stuff like that. So we decided to go ahead and share our journey with you guys.
So today we're gonna check these back fences on our property to move the cows back there to give this front field a chance to grow some new grass during the spring, and the cows will get a fresh 2 acres to graze on, and they should be happy. Gonna move them from this field back to this 2.5 acre parcel we have to try and give this grass a little bit time to grow while it's springtime. So there's plenty of grass back here, it's just a lot of it's underneath this dead stuff. Especially back in that direction. A lot of green grass is just underneath this dead stuff. But I'm in the process of checking the fence because the neighbor's property is pretty thick. And these mesquite trees like to grow up in the barbed wire and pull the ties and pull staples out of posts. I'm about halfway done on this fence line, but I have 3 more to check. I've already cut probably 3 or 4 trees out of the grown up in between the wire. Haven't seen any rattlesnakes yet, but I'm also cutting cactus out of this thing. We have 5 acres here in southern Texas. We've seen pigs, coyotes, deer, bobcats, an occasional dog. Now the neighbor's mowing his yard, or his 5 acre. They're like 5 acre parcels back here. He's probably just cutting a trail he can either walk his property or check his property on. This is what I mean about the mesquite trees growing up in the fence. So I'm trying to cut it away so it doesn't break the wire. And see, it pulls the ties off the post. But I gotta do this one now. So I just climbed through the fence. I'm gonna cut this limb off because it's between the wires. Mesquite trees, well, this one's mostly dead, but they break off and cut really easy with just a hatchet. I have a saw, but I didn't want to drag it all out here just for the small stuff. I just gotta tie this wire back up because it pulled it off. And that post has some staples missing. I think that's the last tree. Neighbor has horses, and the horses were leaning over the fence and pulling these staples out to get to the grass because their property doesn't have very much grass on it. This one's got 4 staples missing out of it. grab enough staples. Top post is starting to split apart, so the staple isn't very good, so I'm going to just wire it to keep it from pulling out. Eventually I'll have to come back and replace these posts, but they're still pretty solid. It's just they're splitting from the weather. That T-post is good. This one's good on ties, but there's some mesquite I gotta cut out of it. Quite a bit, actually. So, back to cutting. Here's the back property line. It's a little overgrown, but it's not bad. There's nothing tearing the fence down. Just mainly grass in it. But it just gives the cows a nice border to know where they can be and cannot. I don't know what that guy was doing on his lawnmower. I think it's just a trail he either rides a four-wheeler on or maybe a fire break. But he's got more to worry about than just that little trail. We have a bunch of brush piles that we need to burn. They're covered in grass right now, but That'll be a wintertime project when it's raining. Sorry if it's a little windy. They're calling for some pretty good winds today. But the house is way up there. Right there. But there's a lot of green grass back here for the cows to eat. There's a nice little pond back here, but it's pretty shallow because we're hurting for water. Normally there's probably about a half dozen to a dozen ducks on it. It's time to move mama cow, baby cow.
Go on, Mama. So in order for us to have the cows out in the back field, Kyle has to run a temporary line so we can have water. We only have our black hose for now, and we're gonna keep it, like I said, pretty temporary because the cows are probably only gonna be back here for 2 to 3 weeks at a time. We just really wanna rotate and give the grass some time to grow. They've been on this, in this particular field since we've had them, so it's time for a change. I can already tell that Mama and Baby are loving their new field because they are gone. We can't see them. And we are hoping that we actually have not touched this back part of our property since we got it, since we moved here over a year ago. So you can see they are gone. They are back in the abyss, which is good. That means that they're exploring, they're finding the grass that's back there, and also they're gonna knock down all that tall brush and like shrubbery, and it's gonna be really good for the maintenance on the property. So we're really excited to finally get them back there. Successfully run a hose all the way from the original water trough for the cows to this back field, and Kyle has just turned it on and it seems to be working great. So that was a huge part of our project, to make sure that the cows had water back here, and when we come to give them, we give them treats every day. We give them cattle cubes so that we interact with them, and so that they're used to us. And so we're gonna have to bring those back here, which is fine.
So the cows have been out here for probably 2 or 3 hours now. Gonna go give them some cattle cubes and try and get them to learn where the water is so they can get water, because it's supposed to be hot. Sorry it's been so windy today. It's probably hard to hear. It's supposed to be windy tomorrow too. They see us. That's our plan, is hopefully get all that grass smashed down. Got everything done. The cows moved into their backfield. They're happy.
Thanks for watching. We hope you enjoyed it, and we look forward to sharing more homestead projects in the future with you guys. If you enjoyed it, like and subscribe, and we'll see you on the next video.